that, a pitcher kind of stop his momentum. Could be a spot where you put some pressure on a muscle that shouldn't be going there, and you tweak something. There you go. Worst case scenario. A ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the second. The pitch on the way is cut on and missed. Got him with a breaking ball, the inside part of the plate. That brings the second inning to a close. First K for Alfredo Villa, 102 now on the season for Fredo, Pioneer League leader. No score, bottom 2 coming up here on a Friday night.
Shake off the day with the Montana Club's Happy Hour, featuring BOGO beverages. That's right, the club's expertly mixed cocktails, brews, and wine are buy one, get one free every day, 3 to 5:30. Plus special appetizers are only $6. Or stop in on Fridays for Montini night and sip on a top shelf martini for only $7, 5:30 to close. When you've worked hard all day and are ready to relax, the Montana Club has got you covered. The Montana Club on Brooks and North Reserve, Missoula.
It's that time of year again. The kids are going back to school, Glacier Ice Rink is getting ready for a new season, and hockey and lacrosse will just receive mountains of brand new inventory for the upcoming season. Come into Hockey and Lacrosse Wolf to check out the latest selection of Bauer Hyperlight sticks and skates, CCM FT6 Pro sticks and skates, tons of introductory gear for those just getting into the sport, with the best prices and most knowledgeable staff anywhere on earth. Hockey and Lacrosse Wolf, your local hockey and lacrosse experts.
The Montana Skate Park Association announces Madness in the Mountains, a statewide fundraiser and skateboard challenge happening all across Montana from June 21st through September 4th. Madness in the Mountains is a 2-part event made up of a fundraising challenge and a skate challenge, and participants can win up to $1,000. For more information about Madness in the Mountains, visit montanaskatepark.org. Montana Skate Park Association is a nonprofit organization that has contributed to building more than 20 skate parks in Montana.
What's up? This is Sammy B, the MC for your Missoula Paddleheads. Thanks for listening to Paddleheads Baseball on ESPN Missoula 102.9 FM.
Second inning stretch time at the ballpark. Oh, brother. Sammy B or Sammy Simmons, nobody knows. But all the fun in the world here at Allegiance Field, Ogren Park. It's one of my favorite gigs that Sammy B does. One of my favorite little, I guess you could call them skits that he does through the game. It's Luis Navarro will jump into the box to lead off the second. Pindell, the work, he sees one fouled at the plate. I started to allude to State of Hawaii with Pindell on the bump. Talking about the stuff coming tomorrow night with the fundraising stuff to support the Fires from Maui. 0-1 pitch on the way, and Pindell pitched at University of Hawaii Manoa, the Big Island, and I haven't been there myself, but been around me being around the University of Oregon. Oregon played Hawaii a number of different times in the preseason when I was a Duck in Eugene. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. And the one thing I heard about University of Hawaii is that it is a very unique environment in terms of playing there as an opposing player. For a college baseball environment, I heard it's very tough place to play. 1-2 is a big swing and a miss at a breaking ball. The outside portion, Navarro just about comes out of his shoes going after that one. 2 strikeouts early for Pindell, keeping things quiet. The first 4 batters sent packing here early for this Paddleheads attack. Josh Elvier has been working his way into it with the Paddleheads. 10 hits and 25 at-bats. I'd say that's a good way to start it out. And as I mentioned, just has been doing a great job of reaching base in general as Elvier. First pitch on the way is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Hit his second home run in the Paddlehead uniform also. Majestic shot into left center field over 430 feet. 0-1, no score in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch to Elvier is low and outside. Was dealing with some injury issues early portions of the season. That's where he wasn't on any team's roster. So still working his way into his approach for the season as well, to a degree. No score, bottom 2. Debo, the hero from last night, waits next, as there's a bouncing ball right back to Pindell, comes to the right, and will jog over to first, flip it to Jorgensen for out number 2. Now, Debo. And fitting, after getting a bath of sorts, maybe wasn't a beer bath a la Stone Cold Steve Austin, but it was a celebration nonetheless for DeBonville. Second pitch he saw all night, took it downtown to right center in the bottom of the 9th inning to give the Paddleheads a walk-off win. First pitch to DeBonville, a broken back ground ball towards the middle, backhanded attempt by Gill, can't get it, behind the bag. Yin and Yang, walk-off Debo bomb, broken bat infield hit for the first hit of the night for Missoula. Paddleheads fans will take it. As I mentioned, DeBonville was the beer batter, and it doesn't matter if it's a bomb or a little duck snort off the end of the bat. A hit's a hit, and that's discount suds for a Friday night. All right, as Cam Thompson will jump in. First pitch, Thompson tries to go oppo, fouls it off to the left. Two outs in the frame. Cam Thompson, the 8th and 7th batter in the order, looking to give Missoula a little bit of two-out thunder here, as DeBonville has some speed also at first base. With Thompson being such a contact-heavy guy, could be a spot where the Paddleheads put a hit and run on with 2 outs. We'll see. A 1 pitch is below the knees. Skelly blocks it, keeps it close, so Debo doesn't think about it. Count at a ball and a strike here in the 2nd inning. Cam Thompson, 297, almost to 20 doubles for the 3rd year in a row for Killicam. Also close to double-digit home runs with 10-54 driven in. 1-1 pitch to Cam Thompson goes after a pitch below the knees. Off speed, a ball and 2 strikes. Changeup has been nasty so far from Pindell, and he's used it quite often. Seems like he's gone more off speed than he has with fastballs. Thinking about how this Paddlehead offense will have success going after heaters, makes sense, maybe mix it up a bit. 1-2, Thompson waiting, here it comes. Fastball low and inside with some cut and sink to the left-handed batting Thompson, going towards his back foot. Reese Yeargain waits next. Get a chance if Thompson reaches base. DeBonville, an infield hit to keep this inning alive after 2 quick outs, started the frame. 2-ball, 2-strike offering. Grounded off the end of the bat, foul. Couple of 6-game slates of sorts continue on tonight. They switched from Centene Stadium to Dealer Park in the series between the Mustangs and Voyagers. Friday through Sunday, they'll be in the Magic City, while they're staying at Melaleuca Field all week, looking at the series between the Range Riders and Chuckers. 2-2 on the way, almost hits Thompson. Fastball low and in again. Good velo to it at 93. So you think about that's where it becomes tough to face Pindell. Been talking about the changeup in this at-bat. When you got a fastball, it's 90-plus velocity also. Can tie hitters up. That's the idea anyway. Big pitch coming here, 3-2 with a runner at first. Debo is on the move. 3-2 is hit high, down the left field line. Fair ball in front of the track is Walters. He's got it. Barely coming onto the edge of the track and straightaway left field. That brings this half inning to an end. Paddleheads, 1 base runner on the infield hit. Nothing else. We are through 2 at Allegiance Field. Really a pretty nice night for baseball after some toasty action to start this week. Glad to see it cooling down. Air quality cleaning up a little bit as well for action on a Friday night. This is Paddlehead Baseball, 102.9 ESPN Radio.
You'll always find handcrafted meats sliced to order when you visit Double K Ranch Deli, where we're serving up fresh sandwiches, salads, and charcuterie. We strive to create the highest quality cured meats using locally sourced ingredients. You can get all your cured and smoked meats sliced to order for sandwiches, charcuterie boards, and more. Stop by and pick out your favorite cured meats today. Place an order for pickup at 406-493-0306. Double K Ranch Deli, Paxton Plaza by Dram Shop and Big Dipper. Open 7 days a week.
Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer Equipment is a local, family-owned business and proud sponsor of Missoula PaddleHeads baseball. Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer carries a wide variety of truck and trailer accessories, gooseneck and dump equipment. Anytime you want to maximize your flatbed, have hauling needs, require specialized fabrication, or need trailer repair, get the job done right. For professional advice, go to the experts at Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer Equipment, 5680 Expressway in Missoula, or check out their inventory at www.rmtte.com.
It's back to school time, and nobody sends you back to school in more style than Bob Ward Sports and Outdoors. The brands everybody wants and loves. The hottest styles in footwear from Vans, Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. Buy one, get one half price. Hundreds of backpacks from Dakine, North Face, Coat Epoxy, Nike, and more save at least 25%. Select youth clothing from Nike, Under Armour, Billabong, and Volcom 30% off. Buy one, get one half off on all socks from Stance, Nike, and Smartwool. Back to school at Bob Ward Sports and Outdoors, Montana style.
We now return to Paddlehead Play-by-Play on ESPN Radio.
Everybody pretending they're Randy Savage in between innings here. The flex cam taking place. Anthony Walters will step into the box to start off the third. Cheers to you on Friday night. No score here at Allegiance Field. Alfredo Villa back to work. First offering is popped up, foul, right-hand side. Walters shown he's got some pop in this bat in this series. Had individually the best offensive night just about anybody's had through the first 3 games. 0-1 is off the plate away. Was back on Tuesday night. Went 4 for 4. One leg short of the cycle. Was just missing the triple. A couple guys have been close to a cycle this week on both sides. Looking at Paddleheads and Hawks. 9, then back up to the top of the order after Walters. The 1-1 pitch is up and in. Change up, 2 balls and a strike. Oyama and then Keller coming up after this. Both teams with just 1 hit through 2 innings. Walters, .270 average with 22 extra base hits. 2-2. Swing and a miss. We're going for number 23 there. No doubt about it. Villa goes back to the changeup. And that's been something that's been a theme for him this season. When he doesn't get success with the pitch once, he sticks with it, goes right back to it. 2-2 on the way. Close, but down below the knees. Went after the changeup again. Walters was able to spit on it that time. Probably a tougher pitch to lay off also, more towards the center of the plate laterally, just below the knees. 3-2 on the way. Up and in, fastball got him. Missed up and in either way, obviously, but technicality, instead of ball 4, that pitch hit him, so a hit by pitch starts off the 3rd inning. Would make sense to try to come in there with the fastball after showing him away the previous pitch, but Villa probably didn't want to come in quite that far. That pitch probably would be a little bit more effective with not so much in the count, maybe on a 2-2 pitch. But a leadoff man on for Kenny Oyama, who takes a strike with a changeup. Bit of a delayed call at the knees, 0-1. And Villa has gone out there a few times with the changeup to start off at bats. Probably a good way to flop it over to steal strike 1. Target comes in, the 0-1, check swing. Did he go close? Yes, he did. Couldn't stay off the fastball. The inside part of the plate, appeal rings up Oyama from second base. Quick 0-2 count to Oyama, who flew out to Hubbard to lead off the ball game. Runner at first, nobody out. 0-2. Grounded back to Villa. He will flip to O'Connor. That's 1. Connor to first. Double play. 1-6-3. And just like that, there are 2 outs recorded in the top of the 3rd inning. Twin Killen sees Oyama go 0 for 2. Not one you see too often. Pitcher throwing back behind him. Made it work out, though, with O'Connor. It's the Paddleheads turn yet another double play. Cole Caller will now be the batter. Caller a single back in the first inning. Only hit so far for the Hawks. He takes outside here with the bases empty in the top half of the third inning. Mentioned much cooler than what we've seen the last couple nights. Triple digits close the last 2 days. There's the strike on the 1-0 pitch. Really kind of an interesting day for a lot of it. A lot of clouds hanging around, breezy, but now the sun has started to poke out. Temperature in the 70s. 1-1 pitch with 2 outs is low for ball 2. And the air quality is still a little bit of haze out there, but nowhere near what we've seen last couple of games. Mentioned how, especially at the end of the action on Wednesday night, it was getting really thick with smoke. And yes, we are still thinking about first responders and firefighters, everybody trying to keep Montana safe and keep those fires at bay best they can. Sounds like they're going to be getting much better weather next couple of days, with even some showers forecasted for early next week. Temperatures looks like are going to stay cool as well. From what the apps and things tell me, don't call Safford an expert. No shot. So don't kill the messenger if that's not what happens. We are in Montana after all. Expect the unexpected when it comes to weather. The 2-1 pitch to Cole Keller is just below the knees. 3-1 now with 2 outs. I was introduced pretty quick to the wacky weather here in Montana when I first moved here, that's for sure. First couple of months, my time in Havre. 3-1 pitch on its way. Good changeup. Keller way out in front of that one. Count is full. For folks maybe tuning in from Boise, Havre, Montana is way up there on the northern part of the state. Started there my first couple of years. Just getting my pro career started. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed at the changeup again. We'll get to the wacky weather of Montana after break as the Boise Hawks are sent packing here in the top half of the third. Alfredo Villa, 2 strikeouts through 2, no runs. So far, so good through 3. No score here at Allegiance Field. More action on a Friday night coming up next.
Attention Montana. Are you in need of a top quality shed that's built to last? Look no farther than Bitterroot Sheds. At Bitterroot Sheds, they take pride in their work. With each and every shed they build, their team of skilled builders puts their heart and soul into crafting a masterpiece just for you. But what sets them apart? Their sheds are built in the valley. Their locally built structures are a testament to their commitment to quality and craftsmanship. Picture this, a sturdy shed nestled against the stunning backdrop of Montana's majestic mountains. Whether you need extra storage space, a workshop, or a cozy hideaway, Bitterroot Sheds has you covered. Their team understands the unique needs of our Montana community. That's why they use only the finest materials, ensuring your shed can withstand the rugged Montana weather year after year. Visit them online at bitterrootsheds.com. That's Bitterroot, SHEDZ.com. Or stop by one of their dealers sprinkled throughout the state of Montana to explore the wide range of styles and options. Bitterroot Sheds, built in the valley, built to last. Prices, availability, and shed models may vary. Check the website or visit the showroom for more information.
There is a reason customers go back again and again to DeMorris Buick GMC Mercedes, Missoula's most trusted dealership and proud sponsor of Missoula Paddleheads Baseball. DeMorris high-end service shop is unmatched in diagnostics, diesel maintenance, and repair, serving generations of satisfied customers. DeMorris Buick GMC Mercedes is your area Sprinter van headquarters for the Montana outdoor lifestyle. Check out DeMorris.com for new and pre-owned inventory or stop by 3115 West Broadway.
Away from your radio, stream Paddlehead Baseball live on 1029ESPN.com or on the TuneIn Radio app. Now, back to the ballpark.
Reese Yeargain to get things out the gates here in the bottom of the third inning. No score early on between these two ball clubs. Yeargain, Ryan Cash, and then McLean O'Connor coming up to the plate. 8-9-1 spots for Missoula. Just 1 hit through 2. Buddy Pindell comes to the plate with his first pitch. You bet, with a fastball on the inside. shown a good amount of downward bite to the fastball also in the early going. It's been hovering around 91 to 92 miles an hour from the right side. 0-1 year gain and 0-for-3 last night. Pitch on the way is a fly ball right field, right to DJ Poteet. Didn't have to hardly move a step that time, as the first out is recorded. More of a line drive off the bat of Poteet there, but just goes right to Poteet. I don't think he moved a step. I will put it down. It's an L7 in the book, as Ryan Cash will jump into the box. Still an out, obviously. Just a minute detail there. Switch hitting Ryan Cash. Bats from the left side. First pitch here. Swing and a foul straight back. It's like the little color accents to go along with the Indigenous Heritage uniform, the bright orange, kind of almost paying homage to his old Oklahoma State days. Former Cowboy is Cash, also played at Oral Roberts. 0-1 pitch to Cash is just below the knees. Count at a ball and a strike. Now in 150 at-bats with Missoula, a .329 average. Seemingly having a lot of fun out there playing second base every game. Seems like whenever I see him around the clubhouse, just has a smile on his face. 1-1 pitch with one out, fly ball, shallow, left field. Is it going to get down? Yes, off the bat of Cash. Little bloop into left field. Cash shaking the hands, maybe that hurt him a little bit, but he picks up the base knock. And all that matters in his mind, and that is, mentioned it was his 150th at-bat, that was his 50th knock with Missoula. As Cash gets aboard with one out in front of the top of the order. Now 2 hits in the column for the Paddlehead offense. Now McLean O'Connor in his second at-bat against Pindell. Chased one off the plate away, going down swinging. His first time, looks at a changeup below the knees here, 1-0. Cash with good speed on the bags. Boatloads of speed in the box with O'Connor. Fair size lead, the 1-0. Fouled away to the right. Fastball towards the outer half. A ball and a strike the count. We'll take a look around some scores around the Pioneer in a bit. Here in the third, no score. Action moving along. Already in the 5th inning in Billings. Thinking about it, they had a little bit of a head start on us, so not a big reason why. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Went after off speed on the outer half, 1-2. 1 out in the inning. Let's remember those ball games in Billings. The 6:35 start time. So about a 50-minute jump on Missoula. A ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Cash away from first. Pitch on the way is blocked by Skelly. Trying to see if O'Connor would go fishing again. This time keeps the line out of the water. Mention how had some cloud cover today. Temperature's not too hot either. Maybe a little bit breezy, but if you could stay out of the wind, I was thinking, man, what a day to be on the river. Whew, you'd probably cook trout today. 2-2 with 1 out. Cash goes. Swing and a miss at a pitch up high, and Cash will slide in feet first. So good news, bad news there if you're the Paddleheads. Thompson goes down swinging for the second time tonight. Chasing heat up high. Bad news. Good news, though, Cash on the move is able to get himself into scoring position at second base. Now, thinking about Dondre Hubbard and all the success he's had recently, with first base open, I am very curious to see how the Hawks play this. How aggressive they are. First on the way to Hubbard is right there. Fastball on the inside. Strike 1. Long look back into the dugout for Hubbard. 0-1. Hit for Cash in this inning with 1 out. Paddleheads trying to get on the board for the first time in a scoreless game in the third. Pindell looking at second base. The 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss at the breaking ball. Inside corner. And a good two-pitch combination. Went with a fastball right there, the first pitch. Goes back to the same spot or just a hair bit further below the knees. Off speed, gets Hubbard out in front of it. now has got count leverage, 0-2. Here it comes. Hubbard swings, hits one well. Right field, going back towards the wall. It clears the wall. Dondre Hubbard does it again. A 2-run home run to give the Paddleheads the lead. A line drive sneaks over that short porch and right. Home run number 9 on the year for Dondre Hubbard, and a 2-strike count. Just like that, the Paddleheads lead 2-0. What an impressive swing there for Hubbard. The line drive down the line, going with the fastball to that spot. What a great approach. RBIs number 40 and 41 for Dondre Hubbard to make it 2-0. Big swing for a couple reasons. As Jake Gunther jumps in. First on the way is bounced first base side. 2 hops to Raymond Gill. Has it, throws on to Jorgensen. And that abruptly brings the third to an end. But not before Dondre Hubbard gives the Paddleheads a 2-0 lead. We'll talk more about the relevance of that swing from Hubbard when we come back.
Looking for the latest Paddleheads or University of Montana apparel or Montana gifts and souvenirs? Swing by the Paddleheads Post on the corner of Main and Higgins, your one-stop shop for all things Montana, or online at paddleheadspost.com. And remember, first pitch for all Monday through Thursday and Saturday games is scheduled for 7:05, with gates opening at 6. All Friday home game gates will open at 5:30 and first pitch at 7:05. Sunday home games will be at 2:05, with gates opening at 1. Tickets and more at gopaddleheads.com.
Connect to downtown Missoula at the 17th Annual River City Roots Festival, August 25th and 26th. This free event features headliners the Traveling McCourys and Super Chicken, along with Big Richard, Laney Lou and the Bird Dogs, Taj Weeks and Adawa, and more. Missoula's signature celebration is hosted by the Missoula Downtown Association and sponsored by First Interstate Bank, Dick Anderson Construction, Big Sky Brewing, Blackfoot Communications, and HDR. Connect to your community and celebrate Missoula at the River City Roots Festival, August 25th and 26th. Visit rivercityrootsfestival.com.
Coulter's got beef.
Sometimes you think I'm just being a hater, but when I'm hating on the professional aspirations of guys like Drew Timme can score at an NBA level. In the NBA, though, they don't care. They'll run the same 2 sets to get James Harden switched into a ball screen with those guys guarding him. They'll just switch high ball screens till they get that dude on you, and then you're roasted. You're giving up 50. There's nothing you can possibly do about it.
The one is now, every weekday at 4 p.m. on ESPN Radio Missoula.
ESPN Radio for Western Montana, KKVU HD3 Stevensville, and 102.9 FM on K275BS Missoula.
Hey, this is manager Michael Schlack, and you're listening to Missoula Paddleheads Baseball on ESPN Missoula 102.9.
Top of the 4th inning begins with DJ Poteet jumping into the box. Middle portion of the Boise order here in the 4th, so a good chunk of the order tried to find a quick rebuttal after the Paddleheads strike with 2 outs in the 3rd. DJ Poteet swings and misses at the first pitch he sees is out in front of a changeup towards the outside. And again, Villa starts another hitter out off speed on the outside part of the plate. Whether it's been swinging or taking pitches, he's had success. The 0-1 is outside, this time with a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike count to DJ Poteet, who bounced into a fielder's choice. His last time, sharp ground ball, Cash played it on 1 hop, took it to the bag himself. 1-1 on its way is down low. It was a sequence where Cash was thinking about it, almost live on the fly, letting it land in front of him, trying to turn a double play. 2-1 is a fly ball right center field. Long run for Thomas DeBonville, able to make the grab. On a sprint on the track. Filling in nicely out there for Keaton Greenwald, it would seem, out number 1. And what a luxury that is. Give Greenwald, A, give him the night off. B, you know you won't lose much defensively with DeBonville. Really has shown to be one of the better outfielders in the Pioneer League all in all, I'd say. And one thing you can't forget about also at the Bonneville, he's got a great arm in center field as Sean Skelly takes a curve for a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch there, 0-1. Flopped one over big time there, did Villa. Big time hook, 0-1. That thing had a lot of downward bite. The 0-1 with one out. Line drive, left center field. Skelly gets into one, looking up is Hubbard. It's gone to the left of the scoreboard. A liner off the bat of Skelly. Saw the curve once, fooled him. Evidently figured it out the second time as he gets the Hawks on the board. Once again, striking with extra base hits as Skelly's been doing it all week long. Skelly hitting his second home run and now 5th extra base hit this week. Skelly gets the Hawks on the board. It's a 2-1 contest. Skelly now double-digit doubles and home runs on the year, as that was his 10th home run of the season and 34th RBI. Just having a heck of a week. Tyler Jorgensen now with one out, takes a fastball for a strike. And we touched on how Villa times ties hitters up. That time Sean Skelly was sitting in the bushes for what Villa was going to throw him. The 0-1 with one away. Swing and a miss, changeup. Jorgensen now in an 0-2 count. Hit one on a line his last at bat. But making a fabulous play was McLean O'Connor to start off the second. A diving stop behind second base. The 0-2 pitch on its way from Villa, up and in with the heater. Now a 1-2 count with one out. So both offenses gets things going in the last 2 half innings thanks to the long ball. A 2-run home run for Hubbard, a solo shot for Skelly. The 1-2 pitch to Jorgensen is strike 3 at the knees. Change up, got him looking. And a good way for Villa to come back quickly after giving up the home run ball. 2 outs now in the frame as Trevor Minder will jump into the box with the bases empty here in the top half of the 4th inning. There was the Caves fans were looking for here in the 4th inning. Ground ball in the first pitch. Minder sees it hop into left field. He's got himself his first hit of the game, now 1 for 2. Keeps the inning alive for Boise here in the top of the 4th. Now seeing the tying run reach base in this spot. That will give the designated hitter a chance. Casey Dykstra chance to jump into the box. Dykstra was hit by a 3-2 pitch his last time in the box. Left-handed bat with Minder on the bags at first. First pitch from Villa is at the knees, strike 1. Perfect location there to start off this at-bat. Now 3 hits for both clubs here in the top of the 4th inning. Dykstra, a bit of an open stance from the left side. Mentioned a two-way guy when he's been out there on the bump. He's had great success. The 0-1 pitch with 2 outs is outside to even the count. Pitched in 11 games, hasn't done so in a few weeks. Last appearance on the mound was early August in a game against Idaho Falls. But when he has had time on the mound, good strikeout numbers, ERA just north of 3. 1-1 pitch is a ground ball over Gunther, but foul. First base side, skipped over Gunther's head, but in foul territory. Sharp hopper. Now waiting for Minder to retreat back to first. As Dykstra will now think about his approach in a 1-2 count. He's able to work the count nicely his last time in the box. Draw himself a free pass. 1-2 with 2 away in this half inning. Hawks on the board for the first time. It's 2-1. Setting at the chest is Villa. Deep breath. Here it comes. Fastball just missed the bottom of the zone. Villa long look in at home plate after that was called ball 2. And if you're going to miss somewhere, that's a good spot to go. Just a smidge down below the knees. Count even. Here it comes. Ground ball towards the middle. Base hit to the right of second base. Minder's going to turn on the jets and head for third and make it there easily. It's the Hawks collect their 3rd hit of the inning. Now the tying run all of a sudden is on at third base with 2 outs for Raymond Gill. Gill, who's been productive this season in terms of RBIs, is up there amongst the team leaders, is tied for second team in RBIs with with Poteet. Also seeing 45 ribbies is Trevor Minder coming into the ball game tonight. So interesting how a couple guys clustered in with 45 ribbies coming in. It's Raymond Gill rips at it but comes up empty in the first pitch he sees. Fastball, bottom of the zone, tough spot to go get it. If anything, it looked like Gill was out in front. Surprising to see that with a fastball. Target in from Reese Yeargain, a rip and a miss at another heater. Straight swing through that time and a fastball up and in. 2 pitches, 2 fastballs, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4th inning, runners at the corners. Gill trying to get tough, get this time tied or more. Villa pauses, delivers. Fastball well off the plate. And you'll see that once in a while from Villa. He'll get set up there on the bump with the pitch clock rolling, and he'll just pause. Doing that just to try to knock off the timing of the hitter. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Fastball blows it by Gill. His second time out on strikes. Second K in the inning for Villa. Fredo Villa has now 3 to his total on the night. Couple of hits in this inning for Boise, 3 of them. Only 1 brings in a run, though, as Sean Skelly hits a solo bomb into left center field on a line to cut the Paddleheads' advantage in half. 2-1 game. Bottom 3 is coming up next, or bottom 4 coming up after this.
It's that time of year when just one small spark can ignite dry grass. Be aware of how your vehicle can start a fire. Ensure that your trailer chain and other equipment is secure and not dragging on the road. Severely worn brakes can cause sparks, and catalytic converters and other exhaust components can propel hot metal. Never park or drive over dry vegetation, and make sure your tires are inflated properly. Remember, one less spark means one less wildfire. Brought to you by your local fire prevention education team.
You already know Paradise Falls has excellent home-style breakfast, and you already know Paradise Falls is an awesome place to gather with family and friends alike for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You probably already know that Paradise Falls has some of the best burgers and steaks in all of Missoula, but if you don't know about the delicious pizza at Paradise Falls, you need to. The PF Supreme, the chicken bacon, the Hawaiian, and any combination you might make yourself will have your mouth watering from start to finish. Come try the pizza at Paradise Falls, swinging to 3621 Brook Street in Missoula. Paradise Falls, Missoula's coolest hotspot.
We know getting your student to graduation can feel like a long road. At Montana Youth Challenge Academy, your child can get past common distractions and focus on their future. Our partnerships with Montana high schools create a variety of pathways to graduation. We offer academic, professional, and life coping skills within the structured environment students need for success. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Try a different path. Apply to our cost-free program at mycacademy.org.
Brought to you by Montana Youth Challenge Academy and this station.
Away from your radio? Stream Paddlehead Baseball live on 1029ESPN.com. Now back to the ballpark.
Here comes Luis Navarro to jumpstart the 4th inning for us. Offense gets going. Innings 3 and 4. Offense coming in 2.5 innings in a row. Now a 2-1 ball game with Navarro leading off the 4th. He takes a strike from Buddy Pindell as we get this inning off and rolling. Josh Elvier to follow, and then Thomas DeBonville in this half inning. A 1 on the way to Luis Navarro. Pindell a bit of a pause. Here he comes now. Liner foul, third base side. Maybe just enough out in front of it. And surprising, must have gone up the end of the bat a bit for Navarro as well. Looks like he broke his bat. Thinking about how much was on that ball going off to the left, surprising to see that it was a broken bat. Talks to the strength of Luis Navarro. He is one strong dude. That is for sure. hit bombs over 450 feet. You don't believe me? Look for the video from the knockout game from earlier this year. Won by Navarro. 0-2 pitch as the ball hit well, center field. Moving to the left is Oyama. He's got it for the first out of the bottom of the fourth inning. Navarro retired for the second time. He is now 0 for 2. Strikeout his first at bat. Buddy Pindell with 3 of those. 3 hits allowed. F8 breeds to the first out. Josh Elvier now into the box. Bounced out back to the pitcher. Pindell, his first time. Here it comes. It's just below the knees with the changeup. 1 ball, no strikes to Elvier. Seeing action in the Southern Division, Rocky Mountain and Grand Junction, NoCo and Ogden. Gave you the matchups in the North earlier as the 1-0 is poured in for a strike. Taking a look at some scores for the first time. They've rolled into the 6th inning. Close ball game between the Mustangs and Voyagers. 3-2 score. Folks from the Magic City leading. Billings. Not so close out at Melaleuca Field. 1-1 pitch is a nubbler. First base side. Check swing. Gloved at third. Throw across is up the line a bit. Kaller threw high and up the line. Jorgensen couldn't handle it. Elvier will reach on what I imagine will be an error charged to the Boise Hawks on the throw across from Kaller. Either way, a 1-out base runner here in the 4th inning. And looking at the big board, indeed put an error up there, so go ahead and assume an E5 in this spot as Thomas DeBonville will look to keep it going. DeBonville broke his bat his last time in the box. Able to muscle it into center field, grounder up the middle. Or I guess didn't even make it into center, thinking back to it, as Debo takes a strike on the first offering here with a breaking ball on the outside. Curve makes it 0-1. Broken bat, Gill backhanded it behind the bag. By the time he got to it, though, no chance to get DeBonville at first. 0-1 is skipped towards third. Kaller waits for a good hop on the second half, throws across this time on the money to the glove of Jorgensen. Does move the runner up, just kind of a swing and bunt that time for DeBonville as Elvier moves up to second base on the play. Chance for Missoula to strike once again with 2 outs like they did in the last half inning. DeBonville now 1 for 2 on the 5-3 putout. Cam Thompson will get the chance here with 2 outs with the man in scoring position. Walking up to that dish with that classic walkout, Killicam as he swings and hits one center field. On the run, Oyama at the wall, reaches up, he can't get it. That will lead to Elvier easily scoring. Thompson thinking about a 3-bagger for the second time this week. He's got it. Triple. Second time for Killicam. Taking on dead center field. Paddleheads strike again with 2 outs to get the lead right back to 2. 3-1 ball game now on the triple from Cam Thompson. Triple number 4 on the year. Mentioned how we saw him hit one into right center field earlier this week. Towards Triple's alley, saw him race across to get a 3-bagger there. That time, dead center field. Oyama went back to the wall, reached up, could not get to it. Ended up on the base of the batter's eye. Reese Yeargain with a man at third takes a big rip and comes up empty. Yeargain hit one pretty well his last at-bat, also right to Walters in left field. 0-1 as the Paddleheads score runs with 2 outs and 2 innings in a row. We're in the 4th, now a 3-1 game. The 0-1 to Yeargain misses the inside corner. The run in this inning will be unearned. Thinking back to the error we saw at third base. It's the reason why Elvier was able to reach. So that run will be charged to Pindell on the bump. 1-1 pitch is a ground ball towards the middle, slowly hit. Minder pirouettes, throws to first in time to get Yeargain Nice play by Minder, the shortstop. Keep Yeargain off the bags and a run off the board. But the Paddleheads get a run because of a triple from Cam Thompson, his 55th RBI on the year. We will roll on to the 5th inning with Missoula leading by a pair on ESPN Radio.
It's that time of year again. The kids are going back to school, Glacier Ice Rink is getting ready for a new season, and hockey and lacrosse will just receive mountains of brand new inventory for the upcoming season. Come into Hockey and Lacrosse Wolf to check out the latest selection of Bauer Hyperlight sticks and skates, CCM FT6 Pro sticks and skates, tons of introductory gear for those just getting into the sport with the best prices and most knowledgeable staff anywhere on earth. Hockey and Lacrosse Wolf, your local hockey and lacrosse experts.
At Blackfoot Communications, our mission is to connect people, businesses, and communities, bringing a world-class fiber network to homes, communities, and businesses of all sizes. Ensures Montanans have access to fast, reliable, and secure internet and phone services. Are you ready for fiber internet? To find out if fiber is coming to your area, visit goblackfoot.com/readyforfiber. Connect to more with Blackfoot Communications. Blackfoot Communications is the official digital sponsor of Grizzly Athletics.
Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer Equipment is a local, family-owned business and proud sponsor of Missoula Paddleheads Baseball. Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer carries a wide variety of truck and trailer accessories, gooseneck and dump equipment. Anytime you want to maximize your flatbed, have hauling needs, require specialized fabrication, or need trailer repair, get the job done right. For professional advice, go to the experts at Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer Equipment, 5680 Expressway in Missoula, or check out their inventory at www.rmtte.com.
This is live play-by-play on 102.9 ESPN Missoula, your home of the Missoula Paddleheads.
Pretty nice night for baseball here at Allegiance Field. Temperature in the 70s, got the summer vibe going. They were racing rafts around the ballpark. It's kind of a fun one to watch. They kind of go with like almost like a wave sort of deal. Get different rafts you'd normally see on the Blackfoot or the Clark Fork. Just take them for a ride around the ballpark. See who wins. Anthony Walters will start off the 5th inning for the Boise Hawks. Yeehaw to start off the inning. Not sure what that mock walkout was supposed to be, as Walters takes the ball down below the knees. So if you were kind of a country western guy, that would maybe fire you up a little bit. Me, I know a few country songs. 1-0 pitch is a ball off the plate away. Bring up the high line again for times covering sports, also part of music stations as well. Is a country station DJ on your kind of country, QX92. 2-0 pitch, a called strike in the outside part of the plate. Also, near MSU Northern Lights and Skylights, sports on that station up there on the high line. 2-1 pitch, ground ball foul to Gary Van Tol with one hop. Trying to make a play again. He's been making a habit of it. Touched on how he routinely likes to get a little jog going, get the blood pumping going out to third base. 2-2 count to Walters. Breaking ball blocked by Yeargain partially. Now a full count. Nobody on the bag, so that inconsequential. Walters, who was hit by a pitch his last time, looking to draw another free pass here in front of the top of the order. Oyama waits in the wings, along with Caller. 3-2 from Villa is a swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup on the inside part of the plate. Nasty there at the knees to record out number 1. He's got the changeup rolling the last couple of innings. Back-to-back strikeouts going back to the 4th inning for Fredo. 4 of them total. Back up to the top of the order with Kenny Oyama, who takes a strike at the knees. Again, just going with the changeup to start at-bats. Should throw in it in any count, as I mentioned. But it seems like low and outside with changeup seems to be a popular choice, as the fastball in the 0-1 count misses up above the belt. Fastball changeup combo to start it for Villa. Now an even count at 1 and a 3-1 ball game in the 5th inning. Target outside from Yergain. Changeup is flown into left center field. Moving over is Hubbard and Debo. It's Hubbard on the move in left center in front of the track and scoreboard, making the grab. Similar line on that fly ball to left that he hit in the 1st inning, maybe a smidge more into the alleyway. Either way, pretty easy play for Hubbard to move over and retire Kenny Oyama, who's now 0 for 3. 2 outs. Base is empty now in the 5th inning. Cole Keller will now be the man out of the dugout. Keller takes outside. Fastball here. Singled in the 1st, brought the 2nd to a close, hitting a fly ball at the outfield. 1-0 pitch to Keller on its way. Knee high, you bet. Fastball evens the count. 2 away, 3-1 score. Both teams have tallied 4 hits to this point. Rolling into the 5th inning. Tomorrow night's last night game of the week ahead of the matinee affair on Sunday. Finale. 1-1 pitch is popped up foul. Third base side of the field. Good crowd on hand for a Friday night also. Sure they enjoyed the pregame festivities for the Indigenous Heritage Celebration. Always like when they do it timing-wise because they catch me in a time 6:30 when I'm just kind of hanging in the booth so I can enjoy it myself. 1-2 pitch with 2 outs is low, even the count. So I just make a habit of it. This is my 3rd year with the team, knowing the drill. You know, they coming on the field around 6:30. I get my book all set up, get everything all ready to go ahead of time so I can sit and enjoy it. 2-2 pitch is a ball grounded. First base side, Gunther goes to a knee, stops it, throws to Villa. They got him at first base. Nice play, Jake Gunther, to bring this half inning to a close. Defense was not Swiss cheese there. Would like some cheese, though, if it's from Wisconsin. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. Missoula, with a 2-run advantage, comes to the plate after this.
Hey Jack, did you know that Double K Ranch Deli is Missoula's new go-to for fresh, delicious food? Yeah, that's right. From our breakfast burrito and pancetta and egg sandwich to our new seasonal menu featuring fresh local ingredients. Come try our new arugula salad with strawberries and goat cheese, or our roast beef sandwich with brie, fennel, and horseradish, and our ever-popular burgers. At Double K Ranch Deli, we've got something for everyone. Open 7 days a week, Double K Ranch Deli, right next to Big Dipper and the Dram Shop. What you waiting for, Jack?
Simon from Craven's Coffee explains what's in the roast.
Roasting is stewardship, and that's a disposition that we've always had. Having the benefit of doing a lot of travel and visiting and spending time in the source countries, on the farms. These 2nd and 3rd generation farmers, they know how to grow coffee. They know what it takes. They know what kind of shade is required. They know what kind of organic fertilizer. They know about mulching. They know how to prune the trees so to get best aspect of the sun. Our job as a roaster is to take what they do and steward it through the roasting process, protecting as much of the natural flavor profile of the coffee. And if we can take that magic from the farm, provide it to the consumer, they get to taste what a great Costa Rica, Colombia, Sumatra, Nicaragua, Ethiopia, Tanzania, whatever source country it is, or blend of those countries. That's where the magic is.
Find your favorite Craven's Coffee blends at grocery stores, restaurants, and coffee shops, and online at cravenscoffee.com.
This is Missoula Paddlehead Baseball on 102.9 ESPN Radio.
Glad everybody is locked in for Friday. Hope your weekend's off to a great start as well. Paddlehead Baseball coming to you with the bottom half of the 5th with Ryan Cash. Getting his little stride on up towards the plate, doing his little dance into the box. Here comes a little slide as he gets into the left-hand batter's box. So funny how you'll be able to see how the Glacier fans react to him once again next week. Former Range Rider for last season. Getting boos and cheers. First pitch to Cash is a liner to left field, right to the left fielder Walters, though, for out number 1. Saw one get down in front of him this last time. Squares one up. Top spinner goes right out to him, though, this time. One pitch, one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. I was asking Cash about the little stride into the box that he does, his little pregame routine. I think it's funny, he gets a kick out of the fans in the Flathead about it. First pitch to O'Connor is a ball hit hard, dead center field. Oyama there is right underneath it, and he puts it away. Didn't have to hardly move a step, because that one didn't have much carry to it. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So O'Connor stays quiet, now 0 for 2. As Dondre Hubbard will come into the box, looking to make another swing with 2 outs. Paddleheads have the lead because of Hubbard's 2-run shot back in the 3rd inning on a 2-strike pitch. Great piece of hitting. Attacking a offering on the outside portion of the plate, hitting it over the wall and right. First on the way to Hubbard, looked like he was taking all the way. Fastball misses the inside, 1-0. Hubbard, the home run is 9th, 40th driven in. Those aren't the biggest details. Why that homer was big. Get this, 1-0 with 2 outs. Pitch to Dondre Hubbard is in on the hands, ball 2. Dondre Hubbard, with that home run, has now recorded a hit in not 10, not 15, 20 straight games. Whoa, that is impressive. 2-0 pitch, fouled off. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. And it just seems like Hubbard has been on a mission here in this second half. Up there at the dish. And one of the most easygoing, nicest guys you'll find in pro ball. So easy to root for. 2-1 pitch with 2 outs. Ground ball, left side, backhanded stop and a fair ball. Throw across is up the line. Hubbard slides in safe at first base. Throw took Jorgensen a hair off the bag as well. I imagine that will be an infield hit for Hubbard. That was a good stab at third base from Cowler. A backhanded stop behind the bag at third, a long throw across. And it could have been a sequence also where Hubbard was going to reach either way. So indeed, an infield single for Hubbard with 2 outs to record his second hit of the night to give Gunther a chance, who gets jammed and fouls it off. Got a fastball on the inside to the left-handed batting Gunther. Fights it off, not much on it. Strike 1, 0-1. With the Indigenous Heritage night, snazzy giveaway. I got the giveaway, that was nice. 0-1 with 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Fastball again. Fouled off to the left. Everybody's good to go. The way Sammy B reacted to my right. Probably heard it. The crowd might. Look out! No one came close to some patrons, but didn't get anybody. Thumbs up. 0-2. Hubbard on at first base in a 3-1 game in the bottom of the 5th. Hubbard dancing, he goes. The 0-2 is up high. Skelly's throw is right on the bag. Safe, though, is Hubbard. Skelly gave it as good of a chance as he could. Put it right on Minder on the second base bag. Hubbard just had too big of a jump. Saw him dancing at first base. Boom, took off. Turns on the PF Flyers. Multi-sport athlete. Common thread with this Paddlehead team, as was Gunther growing up. Couple of hoopers, Gunther and Hubbard. 1-2 pitch is a line shot down the left field line. This one heading into the corner. A fair ball, skipping to the wall. More action with 2 outs. A 2-bagger for Jake Gunther to bring in a run. Paddlehead's lead is now 3 on the RBI double for Jake Gunther. Double number 13 on the year. And RBI number 63. As Luis Navarro will now come into the box. 2-out thunder. That has been the theme tonight for this Paddlehead offense. As all 4 of their runs that they have scored have come with 2 outs in the inning. Can Luis Navarro continue that trend? With Gunther at second base, the first offering is right there, it seems, but call the ball. A changeup that was apparently low. Your best guess is as good as mine. That looked to be right there. 1 ball and no strikes with 2 away in the inning. Navarro 0 for 2 so far. With Gunther at second, the 1-0 is a fastball that just misses the inside. 2 borderline pitches, 2 balls, 2-0. Paddleheads on the board, 3 consecutive innings here. 6 hits on the board compared to 4 for the Hawks. Count 2 balls and no strikes to Luis Navarro. Buddy Pindell's delivery is there this time with the changeup, called strike 1. No question about that one. Josh Elvier would jump into the box next if Navarro can find the bags. Thinking about 40 ribbies in the box, potentially is Navarro. 2-1, ground ball, Minder's got it. It's shortstop, couple hops, throws to first, and that will do it for the 5th inning. But a big swing once again with 2 outs. Jake Gunther doubles in a run, and the Paddleheads lead by 3. 4-1 contest. On to the 6th we go. Glad you're with us. Friday evening action at the ballpark rolls on after this.
Wildfires are inevitable, but losing your home doesn't have to be.
How do I know what my home's wildfire risk is?
Visit mtfireinfo.org and click on preparedness. From there, you can learn how to reduce your risk from wildfire.
Sounds like a cool resource.
At mtfireinfo.org, you can stay up to date on current fire information in Montana and how to prepare for wildfires. Now that is cool.
This message was brought to you by your local fire prevention education team and Mass Media Institute.
It's that time of year again. The kids are going back to school, Glacier Ice Rink is getting ready for a new season, and hockey and lacrosse will just receive mountains of brand new inventory for the upcoming season. Come into Hockey and Lacrosse Wolf to check out the latest selection of Bauer Hyperlight sticks and skates, CCM FT6 Pro sticks and skates, tons of introductory gear for those just getting into the sport, with the best prices and most knowledgeable staff anywhere on Earth. Hockey and Lacrosse Wolf, your local hockey and lacrosse experts.
You follow their accomplishments on Nuanez Now. Watch them dominate fields, courts, and tracks of the Treasure State. Now catch up with Montana's best high school athletes as they prepare to continue their careers in college. Join me, Colton Nuanez, for the Senior Spotlight segment this summer on Nuanez Now. We will bring you exclusive interviews with Montana's high school stars as they look back on their prep tryouts and give updates on their plans and goals in college. The Senior Spotlight is presented by McElmurray Homes and Dazzler's Car Wash of Missoula.
ESPN Radio for Western Montana, KKVU HD3 Stevensville, and 102.9 FM on K275BS Missoula. Back to live local play-by-play on 102.9 ESPN Missoula.
DJ Poteet, beg your pardon, Casey Dykstra get things started here in this half inning. 6th inning action, a 4-1 lead for the Paddleheads as the first pitch comes in and misses the bottom of the zone. I had it right the first time. It is DJ Poteet in the box as the 1-0 is a fly ball left field. Coming in for it, Hubbard slides, makes the grab. Coming towards the line. What can Dondre not do? Out number 1. Snazzy sliding catch out in left field to take a base hit away from DJ Poteet. Seen a couple of nice plays out defensively tonight. Nice snag from O'Connor, the sliding catch there from Hubbard. Catch from Gunther, the pick at first on the ground ball. Sean Skelly in the box. He takes upstairs to begin this at-bat. All in all, Paddlehead is playing a good game to this point. Clutch hits, good defense. Villa on the bump, solid. The 1-0 to Skelly. Big rip trying to go back to the success he had his last time up. Poteet now 0 for 3. Skelly, reason the Hawks have a run to their total, a bomb to left center. 1-1 is down and off the plate. And the 2 home runs that Skelly's hit in this series, Skelly going deep back-to-back nights, hitting a homer in the 3rd inning last night. 4th inning tonight. 2-1 with 1 out. Takes it just off the plate. A change up, now a 3-1 count. Very close there. The thing about Skelly's 2 home runs that he's had, neither one of them were cheapies at all. Right center just absolutely crushed last night. It was to left center tonight, just to the left of the scoreboard. Both of them big, towering homers. Skelly a little bit more line to this past one. Didn't have TrackMan in front of me, but I'm sure that exit velo well over 100 miles an hour, at least the way it looked off the bat. His 10th of the year. 3-1 to Skelly is popped up. First base side, shallow right field. Who's it going to be? Cash going out for it, calling everybody off. He's got it, backpedaling to record the second out of the frame. May have heard that live on the mic from Sammy B, but if you're interested in buying, purchasing, auction one of these really snazzy looking Indigenous Heritage Night uniforms, all proceeds going to All Nations Health Center. You got 20 minutes to put your bids in. Tyler Jorgensen will jump in. First on the way is High. Heard a couple of PaddleHead front office members thinking about buying a few. I was hearing bids were anywhere between 150 to 300, what I heard. 1-0 pitch with 2 outs. Ground ball, broken bat. Cash towards first base. Throws on. That's it for this half inning. Back-to-back plays involving Cash brings the 6th to a close. No drama for Fredo Villa as he cruises right through the 6th inning. PaddleHeads looking to keep the offense going. They've been on the board 3 innings in a row. Now it's time to get really nutty. Bottom half of the 6th is coming up, the peanut inning. Sure, this place will be rocking and rolling on a Friday night. Get locked in. PaddleHead Baseball on Western Montana's sports leader, ESPN Missoula.
Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer Equipment is a local, family-owned business and proud sponsor of Missoula PaddleHeads Baseball. Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer carries a wide variety of truck and trailer accessories, gooseneck and dump equipment. Anytime you want to maximize your flatbed, have hauling needs, require specialized fabrication, or need trailer repair, get the job done right. For professional advice, go to the experts at Rocky Mountain Truck and Trailer Equipment, 5680 Expressway in Missoula, or check out their inventory at www.rmtte.com.
A family restaurant that has both breakfast and 2 happy hours? It must be Paradise. No matter what you are in the mood for, Paradise Falls has what you want. Open from 7 a.m. until midnight. Paradise Falls offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner while also serving half-price appetizers during their late happy hour from 9 until 11 Sunday through Thursday. The casino's open, the machines are hot, and Paradise Falls still has a standard happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Check it out at 3621 Brook Street in Missoula. Paradise Falls, Missoula's coolest hotspot.
Grizz Hockey is about to embark on its 3rd season, and season tickets are on sale now. Make sure you never miss a moment of the action when you get your season tickets and take advantage of the savings. Grizz Hockey is the most fun and entertaining event in Missoula, and with your season tickets, you would never miss a sellout. There are options for everyone, from student season passes, general admission, reserved seats, and the upper mezzanine with a private bar. Get your season tickets to Grizz Hockey today at grizzhockey.com.
We now return to PaddleHead Play-by-Play on ESPN Radio.
It's the bottom half of the 6th. We've got Josh Elvier coming up to the plate to get it started off for the Missoula PaddleHeads. Missoula on the board in the last 3 innings, leading 4-1. Elvier, DeBonville, and Thompson will be the 3 men looking to bring some life into the ballpark in the bottom half of the 6th. Haven't heard from Sammy B yet, but he will momentarily. First pitch to Elvier is a hopper towards first. Gets a funky hop, but handles it. Does Jorgensen. He flips back to the pitcher, Pindell, covering. Pitch in and out. Start things off here in the 6th inning. Interesting, going back to the 5th. There were 2 pitches thrown, the first 2 outs in the last half. First pitch of the 6th also leads to an out. 3-1 put out as Elvier is now 0 for 3. Debo, an infield hit, 1 for 2. One of the 6 hits for Missoula so far. Takes low. First offering from Pindell. 0-1. Oh, and 2. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Debo waits. Here it comes. It is just a bit low. A bit of a check swing, but DeBonville almost didn't move that shoulder at all. Surprised that they even appealed at all for that. Mentioned action between Billings and Great Falls has been tight. Mustangs had a brief lead. Now action back tied again in the 4th inning. Idaho Falls led by 9 to start it out. Now a 6-run advantage, 9-3. They're in the 5th inning there at Melaleuca Field. Chuckers trying to even that 6-game set up at 2 games apiece. Action in the South. First half champion Raptors leading NOCO 9-7. Battle for postseason positioning, Rocky Mountain and Grand Junction. As there's a bouncing ball, second hop to Raymond Gill at second base. He throws out Thomas DeBonville to record the second out of this half inning. Cam Thompson will now be the hitter. We've touched on how this Paddlehead attack has come with 2 outs. I guess now maybe this is when the bottom half of the 6th begins, now that there are 2 outs recorded. Cam Thompson hit a RBI triple with 2 outs. His last time up, he takes high. Striding up to that classic Killer Cam walkout as he's used the last 3 innings. Started to talk about it right as Thompson hit the triple. He added another walkout song to his arsenal today. 1-0 pitch is a ground ball, first base side, second hop. Raymond Gill's got it, throws on to first for the 3rd out of the inning. Yes, Universe just doesn't want folks to hear about Cam Thompson's new walkout song as he is retired for out number 3. 7th inning coming up. No drama for Boise in the bottom half of the 6th. Hanging around, trailing by 3. Fredo Villa will head back out for another inning of work in inning number 7. Paddleheads up 4-1. Back for the 7th after this.
Affordable family fun entertainment. The Missoula Paddleheads are back in action with bigger promotions at a low price for the entire family. Baseball equals summer. Come enjoy a night under the lights at Ogren Park at Allegiance Field. And remember, first pitch for all Monday through Thursday and Saturday games is scheduled for 7:05, with gates opening at 6. All Friday home games, gates will open at 5:30, and first pitch at 7:05. Sunday home games will be at 2:05, with gates opening at 1. Tickets and more at GoPaddleheads.com.
Shake off the day with the Montana Club's Happy Hour, featuring BOGO beverages. That's right, the club's expertly mixed cocktails, brews, and wine are buy one, get one free every day, 3 to 5:30. Plus special appetizers are only $6. Or stop in on Fridays for Montini night and sip on a top shelf martini for only $7, 5:30 to close. When you've worked hard all day and are ready to relax, the Montana Club has got you covered. The Montana Club on Brooks and North Reserve, Missoula.
Come celebrate the World's Game on August 26th at the 2nd Annual Soccer Day Missoula. Go to MissoulaSoccer.com for a full list of soccer events, including a 7-a-side adult tournament, a unified game with Special Olympic athletes and the University of Montana soccer team, a full slate of area high school matches, and pickup soccer games for kids of all ages. A great day starts at 10 a.m. Fort Missoula Regional Park on Saturday, August 26th. For more information, go to MissoulaSoccer.com. Soccer Day Missoula, brought to you by the Missoula Soccer Alliance.
Now back to Paddlehead Baseball on 102.9 ESPN Radio Missoula.
Seventh inning begins with Trevor Minder coming to the plate. Minder in batters 6 through 8 for the Boise Hawks, trying to figure out Alfredo Villa. First on the way to Minder, and a 3-run game is bounced over towards the Paddleheads dugout. Look out. What's that on the front railing? Almost took one. Woof, that was close. Look out, Timmy Turner, Mark Timmons. It's up on the top step of the dugout, almost took that ground ball on the third base side. Got out of the way. A 1 pitch to Minder. sinks off the plate. A curveball evens the count. Trevor Minder, base hit, 1 for 2. 1 of 4 hits against Villa to this point through 6. A ball and a strike. Pitch to Trevor Minder is on its way. Fastball misses the zone. Now a 2-1 count. Dykstra and then Raymond Gill up next in this half inning for the Boise Hawks, who have trailed since the third. Popped up on the 2-1 pitch. Right near foul territory, comes into foul ground, first base side. Gunther makes the grab. He's been a popular guy over there at first base, it seems, Jake Gunther. Out number 1. Really is a guy that is very solid over there at first base. Guy that can show off his athleticism, very flexible over there at first. Get that back leg stretched out big time as Casey Dykstra takes up high. First pitch he sees, a fastball. 1-0 start to this AB in the 7th inning. 4-1 in the 7th. Nothing happening in the Paddlehead bullpen. 1-0 to Dykstra is on the inside part of the plate. Fastball evens things up. Minder now 1 for 3, popping it up to start off the 7th inning. Dykstra has been on base twice as he takes the 1-1 down below the knees. Hit by a pitch in the 2nd and then recorded a base knock in the 4th. Back-to-back hits in that inning for Boise, getting a run in. 2-1 pitch on its way, a strike on the outside. And thinking about it, that 4th inning, they had the solo home run in the frame to get the run in. It's been just about the only inning they've had much success at all. Villa has had it locked in since then. A 1-2-3 inning in the last half in each of the last 2 innings, thinking about it. So 7 batters retired in a row now for Fredo Villa. 2-2. Trying to protect a 3-run lead with Dykstra trying to get something going in front of Raymond Gill. 2-2 count, here it comes. Foul ball off to the left. Fastball, bottom portion of the zone. It's Missoula just looking to keep it rolling. Seemingly got a lot of momentum in that dugout on the first base side, or third base side rather. Big part of it has been the starting pitching. Connor Schultz earlier this week and Villa tonight. 2-2 pitch with 1 out. Check swing, change up. Did he go? Looks like it. They'll appeal to third. Yes. Dykstra couldn't stay off the changeup. It's been so nasty for Villa all night long. Dykstra just reluctant to walk away here, as Gary Van Tol is going to come nose to nose here to talk about this call behind the plate. Brandon Snyder's going to bring in both the plate umpires here to start this discussion. Looks like Snyder was going to ring up Dykstra himself. Then they went out to third base to get a call there. Got rung up. But Gary Van Tol gets what he wants, a discussion about the call. So will this at-bat be able to continue, or will it be strike 3, and it will be the latter. Strike 3 to Dykstra. Villa picks up yet another K. Base is empty. That will bring Raymond Gill to the plate in a 3-run contest here in the 7th inning. 5 strikeouts now for Villa. Raymond Gill coming up has struck out twice, trying to figure it out with the bases empty here in this half inning. Both of them have been struck out looking. First on the way here, takes it, strike 1. So you're thinking about it from Gill's point of view, thinking, hey, I've been up here hacking the last couple of at-bats. Why not try a passive approach? 0-1, swing and a miss. Up above the belt, nothing in 2. And Gill finds himself right back in a 2-strike hole, where he's seemingly been all night long. Villa looking to give him the hat trick. Not waiting around, the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a foul off. Fastball in on the hands. 3 pitches, 3 heaters. That's been the other thing. For the most part, Villa has just gone right after Raymond Gill. Last at-bat was all fastballs. See if he pulls the string here after 3 to start this AB. The 0-2 does, and it's swung on and hit to center field pretty well. DeBonville going back at the wall, and it is gone. Raymond Gill gets the pitch he was looking for there and takes it downtown to dead center field. To get the Hawks closer in this one, thanks to the long ball. Score now 4-2 on the long home run for Raymond Gill. Well over 400 feet surely. Hawks, when they've run into us, they have gotten their money's worth. Earlier Skelly and now Gill in this half inning. That's his 13th long ball on the season and 46th RBI. Now leads the team in home runs as Minder tries to go back-to-back, swinging, missing at the first pitch. And it was the curveball that Skelly took deep as well in a 2-strike count earlier in the game. 0-1 on its way. Fastball gets the call. Top of the zone, 0-2. Villa looks to be frustrated on the bump. Giving up the solo home run with 2 outs. Trims the deficit to 2, does the Hawks. 4-2 ball game now. 0-2 pitch coming to Minder. Fastball, strike 3. Buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches. End of the 7th. A home run with 2 outs, but that's it for the Hawks. A 2-run advantage for Missoula heading to the final 2 frames on a Friday night. Or not quite, a little ahead of myself. 7th inning stretch time. Due up next here at Allegiance Field.
River City Roots Festival returns August 25th and 26th to downtown Missoula, and we're keeping it green for our community. As part of Missoula's 0x50 initiative, Roots Fest will again feature stainless steel drink tumblers, all-in-one recycling stations, volunteers to help sort compostables, fresh water for bottle refills, zero-fare transit, and bike valet for those pedaling to the festival. Roots Fest greening efforts are sponsored by Dorsey Whitney, Mountain Line, Republic Services, WGN Group, and Home Resource. Learn more about Roots Fest at rivercityrootsfestival.com.
As the summer heats up, wildfires near and far send smoke into our valleys, and it can wreak havoc on our health. As a community, we need to be prepared. Now's the time to be wildfire smoke ready and take simple steps to keep the smoke out and clean the indoor air of our homes and businesses. For information on how to check the current air quality, learn about health risks, and purchase and use air filters correctly, visit montanawildfiresmoke.org.
This message is brought to you by Wildfire Smoke Ready Missoula County Partners.
It's that time of year again. The kids are going back to school, Glacier Ice Rink is getting ready for a new season, and hockey and lacrosse will just receive mountains of brand new inventory for the upcoming season. Come into Hockey and Lacrosse Wolf to check out the latest selection of Bauer Hyperlight sticks and skates, CCM FT6 Pro sticks and skates, tons of introductory gear for those just getting into the sport with the best prices and most knowledgeable staff anywhere on earth. Hockey and Lacrosse Wolf, your local hockey and lacrosse experts.
You're listening to Paddlehead Baseball, ESPN Missoula.
Fans here in Missoula having some fun. 7th inning stretch time, stretching their legs, dancing a little YMCA. That's not such a bad idea, not the dancing part, but a little stretch. Stretch out a little bit. Legs a little, like it's the 2nd inning here at Allegiance Field. Safford needs a little stretch. Not going to bring it around town like Sammy B does, don't worry. As Reese Yeargain will jump into the box to lead off this half inning. Yeargain in the 8-9-1 spots for Missoula. Still facing Pindell. Pours in a hook for strike 1 to start it off. Good amount of downward bite on that pitch. Rickenby Deceptive looks a lot like the change from the right side. Bullpen activity off to the right. As to the left side for Missoula, 0-1 pitch, check swing. Yeargain takes a strike though on the outside. Another off-speed pitch, 0-2. Lou Fuemayor has just started to throw for Missoula. On the mound, nothing happening on the bullpen mound to this point for Boise though, with action in the bottom of the 7th. Fredo Villa through 7. 2 runs on 5 hits, 6 Ks for the righty. Missoula leading by 2, 4-2 in this half inning. So with Fuemayor throwing, could be the end of the road for Villa. Keep an eye on how aggressive he is with his warm-up tosses as the 0-2 who skips in to the backstop. Nobody aboard in this spot, just starting the 7th inning off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 6 hits for Missoula, 5 on the other side for Boise. 1 error for the Hawks, none for the Paddleheads. A ball and 2 strikes. Missoula defense has been very strong the last couple of games. Couple of nice plays, highlighting it tonight. 1-2 pitch to Yergain is popped up on the first base side. Foul ground. Jorgensen tracking in foul territory, makes the grab. Took a bit of an interesting route to that ball. Kind of raced in, foul ground, and just kind of coasted to it. Out number 1. Guess whatever works out for Jorgie to record an out as he keeps Yergain off the bags. Now 0 for 3. Next to the dish will be Ryan Cash, facing Buddy Pindell for the 3rd time. He's attacked left field twice, had success once, not the others. The 0-1, or the first pitch makes it 0-1. Fly it over the 3rd base concession. Strike 1, 0-1 to Cash. Base hit to left in the 3rd. Hit one right on the button in the 5th, but into the defense, right to Walters, who didn't have to move a step. 0-1, base empty pitch is a liner into right field. This one does get down in front of DJ Poteet. 2nd single of the night for Ryan Cash. He's now 2 for 3. And Friday, you know, payday for a lot of folks. You take it to the bank. Base hit, 2 for 3 night for Ryan Cash. It's McLean O'Connor look to keep activity going with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Paddleheads trying to get that run back that they lost in the last half also. Solo home run with 2 outs for Raymond Gill to dead center field. And I have to give him credit. Things had not been going his way in 2 strike at bats for chunks of time this week. Got himself right into that type of an at bat again. Be real easy to have kind of negative thoughts, those demons kind of swirling around. But Gill has a good approach, sits on the right idea in a 2-strike count, and just clobbers one over the wall in center field. And sometimes when you're in a bit of a funk at the plate, one big swing can be enough to get you going. So Raymond Gill, interesting to see if that leads to more success for him offensively after that home run. 1 out, now the at-bat continues for McLean O'Connor, who fouls it off. Shouldn't say continues the at-bat, as that was the first offering. At the knees, good spot to O'Connor, foul ball, 0-1. We've seen O'Connor play a little small ball in similar spots like this, square into bunt, with good speed on the bases. You never know. 0-1 pitch. O'Connor tomahawks one down the left field line. A long run down towards the bullpen. Look out as it lands foul. Might have hit one of the bullpen chairs off to the left. It was get the heck out of Dodge time for Shirley. Boise Hawks defenders coming sprinting over there. The ball was coming in there. It's Friday night. It's supposed to be tranquilo over there. Look out. Hang on to your hats. 2 men on the bullpen mound for Boise off to the right. So the Hawks trying to keep Missoula guessing who might be coming in. A righty and a lefty, both throwing as O'Connor goes after one, the 0-2. Nasty with the changeup. O'Connor has had trouble picking up that pitch all night from Buddy Pindell. He's now struck out 3 times against him. 0 for 4. As Dondre Hubbard will look to keep it rolling. Another chance with 2 outs for Hubbard. He hit the bomb in the 3rd. That swing, the difference in the game right now with Missoula leading 4-2. Ryan Cash still on the bags as well at first. First to Hubbard. Fly ball, right field, shallow, coming towards the line. This one's going to get down in fair territory. They're going to wave in Cash from third. The throw coming in is going to be cut off. Cash stayed at third base. Still extra bases for Hubbard. When you're hot, you're hot. Off the end of the bat, just a little bloop gets in there. Fair ball in right field. Hubbard, his third hit tonight and 22nd double. They put the go sign on initially for Cash and put the brakes on at the last second at third base. Now a chance with 2 runners on for Jake Gunther. Made it work out, a double with 2 outs in the 5th to bring in a run. See what he's got with 2 outs in this battle. And maybe we won't see, as looks like Gary Van Tol is going to head out to the mound. And indeed, we will see a pitching change with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Mention how Boise had a left-hander warming, so Gary Van Tol is going to play the analytic game here and bring a lefty out to face Gunther. And it looks like it's for the 2nd night in a row, McBride. Yes, looks like that's Noah McBride getting ready to get warmed up. Not given time to lick his wounds after giving up the home run to DeBonville last night on the bump in the bottom of the 9th inning. McBride will be sent right back out a night later. McBride making his 3rd appearance also out of the bullpen in this series. Overall, McBride has pitched in now 27 games for Gary Van Tol. 29 and 3rd innings, 44 strikeouts. Solid year so far for the lefty, ERA at 3.99. 2 previous appearances in this series, inning and 2/3. And that bomb he gave up to DeBonville last night, the only hit he's given up, and only run. And obviously, that's a sign of confidence from your manager. Clutch spot, 2 runners in scoring position, a 2-run game, later innings. Going to McBride again after giving up the home run. I like that from your manager. Being able to show that, yeah, you give it up one night, but we're going to stick with you. You're our guy. Clutch spots, big spots where we need outs, we're going to stick with you. That always is something that I like in a manager, to show confidence in your players. Because sometimes I've seen players, they're a little nervous about their role or what might happen, lead to negative consequence and things not going their way. Baseball is such a mental game. As Jake Gunther will jump in, big spot here in the 7th. Paddleheads trying to grow the lead. As Gunther swings and fouls off the first pitch he sees. Fastball probably got more of the plate than McBride wanted there and got away with it on the first pitch. You would expect Gunther sitting on a fastball. McBride probably wanted that a little bit further in on the hands. That one leaked out over the plate. The 0-1 with 2 outs. Ground ball, first base side, just foul. Did it break the bat of Gunther? It sounded like it. Yes, it did. So he will go on back towards the dugout, get a new piece of lumber. Coming towards the end of this homestand. Only 2 games left. Always seems like these 6-gamers had a 9-game homestand earlier this month also. Just seems like they go by so quick. As does the whole season, really. Crazy that we're closing in on September. Just put plans into play of drafting fantasy football team. Crazy. That's where we're at already in this summer. Count is 0-2. The pitch to Gunther. Fastball is just outside. I'm sure folks listening in, watching, cheering on Gunther, Wisconsin may also be thinking about those Green Bay Packers that get their seasons going at home tomorrow at Lambeau. 1-2 pitch, playing the Patriots. Pitch on the way. Popped up, foul off the bat of Gunther. Got an off-speed pitch on the outside, able to stick with it as its two-strike battle continues. And one of those at-bats, Gunther is a good two-strike hitter, will go up there and battle. Isn't a guy that will chase off the plate too much either. 4-2 game. Paddleheads trying to extend the lead with 2 runners in scoring position. It's Hubbard at second, Cash at third. Pitch 1-2 for McBride. Outside. Good take from Gunther. Tight movement on that breaker off the plate. In a 1-2 count, a great pitch to throw if you're McBride, but a better take from Gunther to see it go 2-2. Seeing where he has success in 2-strike counts. Count even. First base is open in this spot. Here it comes. Another ball fouled off by Gunther. Fastball in a tough spot. Gunther will see another. And this is a heck of an effort here. And what the heck's going on the third base side of the field after that foul ball? Your best guess is as good as mine. There's some hooping and hollering, some yelling going on. Oh boy. Uh-oh. We got trouble. Count even at 2. Gunther waits, here it comes. Fastball up and in, almost hit him. And he works it full. Heck of an at-bat here from Jake Gunther. Count full, working McBride in this lefty-lefty battle, seeing everything. Luis Navarro would be next. Count is full. McBride at the belt, kicks and deals. Up and in, it gets Gunther. Breaking ball way up and in. Almost got him on the previous pitch, does there. That loads the bases. So, Gary Van Tol goes to McBride. Surely thinking about facing Gunther. Gunther works the AB, gets a walk, and now Navarro with the bases juiced. He's already had success once this week with the bases loaded. A grand slam on Tuesday. First from McBride. Fastball taken for a strike. Looks like Navarro is taking all the way in that spot. Thinking about McBride being a bit wild the last couple of pitches, maybe seeing if he could find the zone. Big spot with 2 outs, they're loaded. Here in the 7th, the 0-1 for McBride is a strike at the bottom of the zone. Breaking ball gets the call. Slider, good spot to put it. Navarro thought it was a hair below the knees. But now McBride is right where he wants to be, trying to pitch out of this bases loaded jam to keep Boise in the ball game. 2-run deficit, looking to keep it there as McBride. The pitch to Navarro on the way. Fastball fouled off. Fought it off as it goes out towards the Blackfoot party deck. Again, keeping the ball down in this at-bat is McBride. Fastball towards the corner. Navarro, tough, just stays alive. Count is 0-2. Missoula's made a habit of scoring with 2 outs tonight. The 0-2 pitch is low. Tried to get him off speed, below the knees. For how much that pitch was below the knees, kind of a wasted one there. Easy for Navarro to watch it go by. And obviously, the more balls that get thrown in this count, more the pressure gets shifted to the mound with the bases loaded. Nowhere to put a base runner. 1-2 offering to Navarro. Breaking ball fought off again. Tried to go up after throwing one down on the previous pitch. Paddleheads just up there battling here in the 7th inning with 2 outs. Back-to-back ABs. Gunther gets into 2-strike at-bat quick. Same with Navarro. Both up there just battling away. 1-2. Target comes in from Skelly. McBride throws. Misses the target up high and away. Another easy take for Navarro. Count is worked even with the bases loaded. Josh Elvier waits next. 8 hits for Missoula. Looking for a big one here to stretch the lead out. The 2-2 to Navarro. Foul ball. straight back on the fastball there. That was just a challenge from McBride, no doubt about it. Action more in the bullpen off to the right. That might be Nate Alexander. Haven't seen him yet this week. Surprisingly, out of the Boise bullpen, was a paddlehead last season. We'll see another 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Line drive off the bat of McBride. Going out towards short. Minder's throw is high, and it pulls Jorgensen off the bag. Cash scores to make it 5-2. We almost saw the wackiest ending to an inning, but not to be. It was a line shot off the bat of Navarro, hits the back of McBride. The pitcher goes out to Minder at shortstop, who had a chance to get Navarro. Fields it, throws to first, and it was just a high offering to Jorgensen, took him off the bag. Hawks almost somehow got out of that sequence with no runs coming in to score. Instead, McBride gets plunked in the back. And I mentioned a sharp line drive, so surely that can't feel good out there on the bump. Training staff is out there checking on McBride. Shane Nelson, the trainer, out with Gary Van Tol. And they're going to pull McBride. Had some action rolling in the pen, so it definitely makes sense to go to it here. McBride cannot feel very comfortable out there. I mean, I guess I could say I have an idea of what that feels like. As I touched on a few weeks ago, Paddleheads will be there again next week. Glacier Bank Park. Last time the Paddleheads had a road trip in that yard. I was hanging out pregame with the boys, BP. You come on the field at Glacier Bank Park, you walk. As a media member, you come in through the visitors clubhouse. The gate is right from left field. Walking right field rather, and you walk right by the bullpen. So if you don't go over and chat for a second, you're going to look like you're standing them up, so to speak. So I'm over there talking a few minutes with the guys, and range riders are taking batting practice. Standing out there in amongst BP. And what happens? Well, the Glacier's taking it. Matt Clayton, their catcher, it's a liner down near the bullpen, and it gets Safford in the back. Youch. Obviously, it's not 100 miles an hour coming off the bat of Luis Navarro, but I have an idea of what Noah McBride was feeling, that liner to the back. It's kind of stung a little bit, so hopefully that's the role for McBride. Be able to see him out there back on the bump before the end of this 6-game slate. Sennett looked a little bit like Nate Alexander throwing down in the pen earlier, but I guess we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for Alexander to make his first appearance as a Boise Hawk. Opposite the Paddleheads, his old club, as we will see Drew Marfaro take things over here in this half inning. Paddleheads a run in thanks to the infield single off the bat of Luis Navarro. RBI number 39 for Navarro. Brings in Ryan Cash on that wacky play that went off the bat of McBride. The reason why we got the run on the board to this point. 5-2. Two outs, Elvier, 0 for 3. Trying to get more in for the Paddleheads. Lead at 3 now at 5-2 with 3 on the bags. All 5 runs have come with 2 outs tonight. First pitch, Elvier takes low. 1 ball and no strikes. And the theme the last couple of at-bats have been just the overall approach in both these ABs we've seen with 2 outs. Gunther and Navarro, both with run-scoring opportunities. 1-0 is low to Elvier. Bases loaded spot, so obviously Elvier in the driver's seat here. First 2 pitches out of the zone. Can sit on 1 pitch surely. As Paddleheads look to grow the lead out here late. Lou Fuemayor still hanging out in the Paddleheads pen off to the left, so it looks like he'll be coming in the next inning. 2-0 is off the plate again, 3-0 to Elvier. Making his first appearance in this series is Marufo on the bump, 24 years old, out of New Mexico, Central Methodist product. Once a teammate of Mason Schwellenbach, Central Methodist guy. 3-0 pitch is inside. Did it hit Elvier? Looks like it did. Fastball, good velocity to it, but gets Elvier on the back foot. And that will bring Hubbard on home. Paddleheads score their 6th run of the night with 2 outs to take a 4-run advantage, matching their largest lead of the night. Hit batter gets an RBI for Elvier, his 5th in a Paddlehead uniform, as Thomas DeBonville will look to keep the 2-out party going with the bases loaded. 6-2 game now, the 7th inning. Here it comes. Sinks off the plate. Again, good life to the fastball, around 90 miles an hour. 8th inning action. Billings back to the lead opposite the Voyagers, 7-6. 1-0 pitch to Debo, takes apparently low. 6 pitches in this stint out of the pen, all of them out of the zone to this point. Clearly not what the Hawks are hoping to see. Lead extending out with 6 outs remaining. Offensively, the 2-0 pitch is a ball hit high and foul off to the right. It may be that the Paddleheads be thinking about changing the idea on the mound also. Seeing 2 guys standing out there on the bullpen bump. It's Julian Tristan's right there with Lou Fuemayor. I haven't seen him throw, so probably just guarding Fuemayor, making sure that any foul balls don't get him. 2-1 taken outside. So now a 3-1 count. Danger of walking in back-to-back runs. In the spot with the bases loaded. Bonville, all the leverage in the world. Pitch on the way, 3-1 in the dirt. 2 walks in a row. 2 runs come in to score because of it, as Gunther tags third, or home rather. Hello, coming in from third base. Now a 7-2 advantage on the bases loaded walk for DeBonville. 43rd RBI this year, as Cam Thompson looked for a big swing in this spot to potentially really give the Paddleheads some separation. Sean Skelly is going to walk out towards the mound slowly here in this spot. Hawks probably hoping that Marufo can just get through this last AB here. And they just saw the action start in the pen off to the right. So can't imagine that he will be ready within 1 at-bat here. So they pick the perfect time up on the big board to get the little Caddyshack vignette going. The well, we're waiting after that visit to the mound. So it gives us a chance to hear more of the Killicam walkout. 2 outs, bases chucked in a 7-2 game. A 3-run rally, their largest of the night so far. First pitch, Thompson hits one straightaway left field, going back towards the wall, making the grab on the track was Walters. Almost saw a big swing there, lead to a real big swing, but stays in the yard, and that ends the 7th. Paddleheads score 3 times to extend their lead out to 5. 7-2 lead for Missoula. We roll on to the next half frame after this. Paddlehead Baseball on Western Montana's sports leader.
Want to hear something scary?
Always.
7 out of 10 wildfires in Montana are human-caused.
You mean by people?
Yes, but if we all do our part, we can make sure the only heat we feel is from the hot summer sun.
How?
Before you go outdoors to enjoy our beautiful state, visit mtfireinfo.org for up-to-date information on active fires and fire restrictions across Montana.
This message was brought to you by your local fire prevention education team and Mass Media Institute.
Grizz Lacrosse is hosting their annual golf tournament Friday, September 15th at the UM Golf Course. This two-person 18-hole team scramble is open to the public, and you do not need to be a pro to play. All proceeds support the Grizz Lacrosse team. This is one of the most fun golf tournaments of the year with tons of hole prizes, team prizes for first, second, and third place, and a free round of golf for the team that comes in last place. Support Grizz Lacrosse and register for the Grizz Lacrosse Golf Tournament now at grizzlax.com. That's GRIZLAX.com.
Tune in to Nuanez Now every Friday to catch up with Carolyn to get a little bit of a different view on sports.
What else is going on?
Deion Sanders.
Okay, what's up with Deion?
Uncle Prime, or what is he called? Mr. Prime? Dr. Prime?
Dr. Prime? He's just called Prime.
Oh, okay. I'm going with Uncle Prime.
Okay, fine.
Deion Sanders at University of Colorado Boulder. 46 new transfers. He just dismantled that whole team.
Catch the chick who doesn't know sports on Fridays on Nuanez Now on ESPN Missoula.
ESPN Radio for Western Montana, KKVU HD3 Stevensville, and 102.9 FM on K275BS Missoula. This is Missoula Paddlehead Baseball on 102.9 ESPN Radio.
Eighth inning. Ready to get rocking and rolling here at Allegiance Field. Paddleheads, after an inning off, after their three-inning stretch from the third through the sixth inning, get on the board in the seventh, putting 3 runs on the board. Now lead by a game-high 5 runs over Boise, 7-2, as they look for their 4th consecutive win in the 6-game slate. Derek Mabin will start things off in the 8th. K-Lo K Puppy, Lou Fuemayor is out there to pitch the 8th inning for Missoula. In a pinch hitting, Derek Mabin starts it off, pinch hitting for Kenny Oyama. Makes sense to send Mabin in here. Oyama, left-handed batter. First from Lou Fuemayor's outside for ball 1. Oyama wasn't having the best night offensively either going into this at-bat. The 1-0 is upstairs to Mabin. Now a 2-0 count. Mabin has been in there for chunks of the week. 2-0 to Mabin. Pitch on the way. Fuemayor hits the top of the zone. His last out there when Connor Schultz was on the bump on Wednesday went 0 for 4 that night. Connor Schultz got the win. 2-1. Pitch coming to Derek Mabin. Off the plate away with the heater. 3-1 now. Fuemayor pitching in his 27th game. 4.39 ERA, 30 Ks in 26 innings. 3-1, trying to fight his way back in this at-bat. Derek Mabin waits, here it comes. Way outside for ball 4. Fastball just wasn't there in that instance for Fuemayor, as Mabin will stride on. The leadoff man is aboard for Boise to start things off in this half inning, as Cole Caller will jump into the box. Base hit in the first. Hitless the next 2 plate appearances, 1 for 3 overall. Boise with runs in the 4th and 7th because of solo home runs, but have been unable to score runs any other way. Nobody out, 8th inning. Fuemayor's pitch is up high. Fastball location just hasn't been there to this point to start the inning. Seeing some medicine ball tossing going on behind the paddlehead pen, some stretching, but no throwing to this point. This looks like yoga time down there. 1-0 is below the knees with an off speed. Breaking ball, couldn't find it. 2-0. Jake Gunther and Yeargain are going to go over to talk with Fuemayor. struggling to find the zone to start it off early portions of the 8th inning. And thinking about Missoula's advantage where it is, obviously, just want to challenge this Boise offense. Make them beat you. Don't do the heavy lifting yourself. Last night game of the week coming tomorrow night, another 7 o'clock, and then the 2 o'clock beginning on Sunday, the 2:15 first pitch. Those day games here in Missoula can be fun. It sounds like the weather is going to cooperate as well. Slated to be in the 70s on Sunday. Count is 2-0. Pitch from Fuemayor. Finds it this time with the fastball right at the knees on the inside. So whatever message got passed across from Muirgain and Gunther did the trick for Fuemayor. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. Looking at first base, not a big lead for Mabin away from the bag. 2-1 is on its way, and it's off the plate away. 3-1. It seems like where Fuemayor seems to be missing time and time again here in this half inning. Is well off the plate away to right-handed batters. 3 balls and 1 strike to Caller. With the middle of the order, DJ Poteet and friends waiting next. 3-1 is at the belt, strike 2. Fastball, a full count. Found it on the inside to get strike 1 earlier, does again there. Count is full to Caller. See if the runner takes off at first with nobody out. Fuemayor looking over there. Runner doesn't go. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Fastball got him looking for the first out of the 8th inning. Caller cannot believe that that was called a strike. Adamant, the home plate umpire, that was not. Quick call, though. Brings him up for the first out of the inning. I mean, that call came the second that pitch hit the mitt. So no indecision at all about it. As DJ Poteet jumps in with a man out. First pitch to him is in on the hands. Soft line drive. Just foul going down the left field line. Got jammed a bit, but was hit to a dangerous spot going down the line. Lands foul off the bat of Poteet. Just a harmless strike on a Friday night. And it won't be too long. Have some competition on Friday nights. Different kind of Friday night lights. Football right around the corner. 0-1 pitch. Foul ball again off to the left. This one more towards the concession area. Now an 0-2 count to DJ Poteet. Walk to start it off. Seems like Fuemayor slowly starting to find his footing in this half inning, the top of the 8th. 7-2 game, Paddleheads lead it. Target in from Muirgain. Fuemayor to the dish. Fastball in on the hands. Poteet, kind of a defensive swing, was able to keep the bat back, 1-2. More action in the Paddlehead pen. Nate Boyle is taking the ball down in the bullpen for Missoula. This point probably thinking about the 9th. The 1-2 is below the knees, blocked by Muirgain. This lefty-lefty battle with Poteet in the box. Poteet hit the ball hard to left field. Sliding catch made by Dondre Hubbard. Keep him off the bag. So he's 0 for 3 tonight. 2-2 on its way. In on the hands. Grounded foul. First base side. Fastball eats him up, and Poteet broke his back. Five-run game here. Was a 5-run lead earlier for the Vibes. Trimmed to 3 over the Jackalopes. A lot of postseason aspirations involved in that one. Billings also stretches their lead out a smidge. A 2-run advantage. They're in the 9th inning over there at Dealer Park. 8-6. Billings looking to even up that 6-game set. Home and home at 2 games apiece, as are the Chuckers tonight. 2-2 is low and outside. Now a full count to Poteet. Not going after the changeup off the plate away. Doubling up the Range Riders are the Chuckers. 10-5 advantage. They're in the 7th. Raptors also a slight lead over the NoCo Owls, 10-8, also in the 9th inning. 3-2 with 1 out. Line drive over the glove of Cam Thompson into left field. That is the first hit tonight for DJ Poteet with 2 strikes. Now 1 for 4 is Poteet. 2 on now for Skelly. And in a 3-run ball game, or a 5-run ball game rather, this is an ideal setup for the Hawks, seeing Skelly come up with plenty of power. He can get Boise back into it with one swing. He's already hit 1 out of the yard tonight. 1 for 3, a solo bomb he struck with in the 4th. 2 on, 1 out. Pitch to Skelly is fouled off. Tried to get the hands extended at that fastball, timed it up well, but foul ball. 0-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Paddleheads offense pretty consistent on the board in innings 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. 0-1 is down and off the plate. That's been a theme this week with this Missoula attack. Consistency. Seen the big innings and scoring in consecutive innings. Like to see both. Not just all or nothing. It seemed like Missoula's offense was a little bit too fixated on that for a time. 1-1 as a ball popped up. Shallow right field. Going back behind the bag is Gunther. Slips a bit, dives, and can't get it. In shallow right. Everybody's safe. Just had trouble with that pop-up behind first. It was up there for an eternity. And the Hawks get a huge break. The bases are now loaded with 1 out. This matchup is one that will be an advantage for Fuemayor on the bump, as he will now go after another lefty. Tyler Jorgensen jumps in. For this chance, more for Boise to build a big rally. Michael Schlack is going to come out of the dugout. It's going to walk towards home plate. For what reason, I'm not sure. Reese Yeargain's going to go out and talk with Fuemayor as well. Not sure what this discussion is about. Looks like a pretty rudimentary play behind the bag at first. Guess just wanted to ask about the outs on the big board, as they only had 1 out put up on the board. There are 2 outs in the inning, as Sean Skelly gets on what I imagine will be an error charged to Gunther in that spot. Lefty-lefty battle with Tyler Jorgensen here. First on the way, Jorgensen takes a strike. Looks like Yeargain was fooled by what was coming in there, as he will now go out quickly to talk with Fuemayor. You could see just how Yeargain caught that offering from Fuemayor, that it just looked awkward. So clearly was looking for something else in that spot. Yeargain still getting his feet wet in a Paddlehead uniform. You'll see that from time to time, working with the new staff. All good. Quick conversation, get things ironed out. Just get back to the action. A 1 pitch on the way. Sinks off of it. Now a 1-1 count. Seeing runners on at second and third, and Skelly not on the bags. That's the reason why. 2 outs in the inning. A ball and a strike, and a 5-run contest. Pitch on its way is there for strike 2. Borderline on the outside, so that's where the second out comes in. Apparently something happened. That play at first base that retired Skelly. That is big in this half inning. Obviously, big difference between 2 on and 2 out, and bases loaded and 1 out. Pitch to Tyler Jorgensen is swung on and fouled off to the left. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Jorgensen, Had a hit taken away from him earlier in the contest by McLean O'Connor. 1-2 pitch to Jorge. Yergain knocks it off to the left, but keeps it close enough. Skipped up the line a bit. Mabin didn't want to test that with 2 outs. No way. Count now even to Tyler Jorgensen. So instead of seeing the bases loaded, you got 2 men on and 2 outs in this spot. Paddleheads up by 5, 7-2. Fuemayor's delivery. Popped up, got jammed. Foul ball, though, into the stands, about halfway up behind the Paddleheads dugout. In amongst a lot of patrons, but nobody was able to make a play over there. Few gloves in the crowd tonight. Count even at 2-2. Saw some Boise gear down below also. 2-2 is low and outside with a breaking ball. Jorgensen not chasing again. Another walk here would give it a chance to Minder. Waits in the wings with the bases loaded. Full count with 2 outs. Here it comes in the 8th. Fastball is right down Broadway for strike 3. Right down the middle. Jorgensen lets one go surely. Frustrated coming off the field. He gets fooled badly, and that's the end of the 8th. Boise leaves 2 runners stranded, do not score. Bottom 8 coming up. Paddleheads with a 5-run lead.
Sometimes you just need a drink to start or finish the morning. Paradise Falls has a new morning happy hour. 7 days a week, swing into Paradise Falls between 8 and 10 a.m. for $5 Bloody Marys, Caesars, and mimosa pints. That's right, just $5 for your favorite breakfast beverages, whether you're just getting off the night shift or you need some hair of the dog. Morning happy hours 7 days a week at Paradise Falls. Swing into 3621 Brook Street for the best breakfast drinks in town. Paradise Falls, Missoula's coolest hotspot.
It's that time of year when just one small spark can ignite dry grass. Be aware of how your vehicle can start a fire. Ensure that your trailer chain and other equipment is secure and not dragging on the road. Severely warm brakes can cause sparks, and catalytic converters and other exhaust components can propel hot metal. Never park or drive over dry vegetation, and make sure your tires are inflated properly. Remember, one less spark means one less wildfire. Brought to you by your local fire prevention education team.
Montanans know how special our waters are, but pests like zebra mussels and Eurasian water milfoil can harm recreational opportunities. Protect our waters by cleaning all mud, plants, and debris off your boat and equipment before leaving the access site. Drain water from motors, live wells, and bilges. Allow your boat and equipment time to dry before your next outing. No matter what watercraft you use, stop at all inspection stations. Together we can protect Montana's waters. Visit fwp.mt.gov/AIS. Brought to you by Montana FWP and this station.
What's up? This is Sammy B, the MC for your Missoula Paddleheads. Thanks for listening to Paddleheads Baseball on ESPN Missoula 102.9 FM.
Ready for more action here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Luke Malone is coming out for the Boise Hawks. Second time coming out for Malone in this series. You will go after Reese Yergain to start off this half inning. Paddleheads will send the 8-9-1 spots to the plate in this half inning against Malone, trying to expand upon what is a 5-run advantage, 7-2. 9 hits for Missoula. Yergain watches a breaking ball go by for strike 1. Good pitch there with good downward bite to it. 0-1, here it comes. This one again sinks in there nicely. Good pitch twice in a row. Downward bite, snaps it off right at the knees. Well located twice. I would stick with that. Time called briefly, ball snuck out of the bullpen off to the right. Yergain looking to find the bases for the first time. He's 0 for 3. O'Connor due up third in this inning. Cash up next. 0-2 count. Over the top, here it comes. Swing and a miss. went right back to that nasty breaking ball, and why not? Gets Yergain on 3 pitches with it. Yergain out number 1, as Ryan Cash will now be the hitter. Cash 2 hits tonight. 2 singles using both sides of the field. Single to right and left. First on the way is down below the knees. Wonder if Cash will look to check off all 3 boxes. Left, right, center. We'll see, obviously. 1-0 pitch to Cash. Ground ball, right-hand side. 2 hops to Raymond Gills. Got it at second. Throws to Jorge. 2 outs here in the 8th inning. 2 for 4. Night now for Ryan Cash. Grounding out to second base, as McLean O'Connor will look to get his offensive night. Something positive to think about. See his hit list to this point with a hat trick, 0 for 4. Just did not pick up Buddy Pindell. More activity in the Missoula pen off to the left. Saw Nate Boyle warming for a time. It's now Carl Bloom throwing out there in the pen off to the left. So O'Connor gets ready for the first pitch he sees, and he fights it off. Fastball in on the hands. Luke Malone looking for a very quick bottom half of the 8th inning, trying to keep the Hawks as close as they can ahead of their last chance in the 9th inning in a 5-run game. The 0-1 to O'Connor is just off the plate. Count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Clutch offense all night long from this Missoula offense. All 7 runs came with 2 outs. The 1-1 is a strike on the outside corner. And can't say enough about Missoula's approach offensively tonight, how they just battled in at-bats. Seemed like the higher leverage, the better at-bat the Paddleheads gave. 1-2 to O'Connor. Close. Seemed like half the Hawks' defensive alignment was leaning towards the dugout, but it was called ball 2. Did not miss by much. 2-2 offering now with Hubbard waiting next. The pitch. Reached for and swung on and missed. Couldn't get to the breaking ball on the outside, and that is the golden sombrero for McLean O'Connor. Surely not the night he was looking for offensively. 9th inning on the way. Paddleheads, 3 more outs left to get. Look to make it 4 in a row in this series. See if they can finish it off after this.
Looking for the latest Paddleheads or University of Montana apparel or Montana gifts and souvenirs? Swing by the Paddleheads Post on the corner of Main and Higgins, your one-stop shop for all things Montana, or online at paddleheadspost.com. And remember, first pitch for all Monday through Thursday and Saturday games is scheduled for 7:05, with gates opening at 6. All Friday home game gates will open at 5:30 and first pitch at 7:05. Sunday home games will be at 2:05, with gates opening at 1. Tickets and more at gopaddleheads.com.
The pageantry, the tradition, the competition, the communal aspect. It's what we love about sports. But there's also a stark reality. Sports and money go hand in hand. And Nuanez Now, every other Tuesday, we are proud to present a business angle with Justin Engel, a segment about the overlay of business and sports.
It is interesting when you have one of these markets that is prohibited. Once the regulatory regime changes, there's a flood into the marketplace. I don't want to necessarily draw the analogy between the cannabis market and sports betting. Sure. However, they're similar in the sense that there's a lot of demand, and once it was deregulated or legalized, now you see cannabis shops all over the place, and I think you see some of the same thing in the sports betting markets.
Tune in every other Tuesday during the 5 o'clock hour to Nuanez Now to hear Justin Engel, a University of Montana business professor, talk with me, Colter Nuanez, about all of the ins and outs of sports and business. A Business Angle is proudly presented by Blackfoot Communications.
We now return to Paddlehead Play-by-Play on ESPN Radio.
Well, Natasha Benningfield, that means one thing. Product of Rutgers University, Carl Bloom will take things over here for the 9th inning. Missoula a 5-run advantage. hard-throwing righty, look to continue to stack good outings together. Carl Bloom pitching in his 27th game, averaging over 13 strikeouts per 9 innings, 29 Ks and 20 frames. Where the issues have bubbled over for him recently have been walks. Doesn't have a decision either way. Bloom looking for another scoreless half inning here to bring this night to a close. As we will see Minder lead it off, and he takes a breaker for a strike. So Bloom starts his night off speed. Gave up a hit in game 2, pitching an inning in relief in a similar spot in the 9th inning. Not a save situation there either. 0-1 pitch coming to Trevor Minder, swing and a miss. Heater up above the belt. That's where the breaking ball sets it up to get strike 1, ties up Minder. Clearly was sped up too much by the fastball, couldn't catch up to that. Now an 0-2 count quickly. Bloom's delivery is a breaking ball reached for and fouled off to the right. How Minder got to that ball, I have no idea. I mean, that swing was completely broken down, right-hand side. Leaning out, fought it off, did his job in a 2-strike count. That's the important thing. Doesn't matter how it looks. Pitch in the 9th, and a 5-run game is to the backstop. Just underneath the glove of Yeargain. So I would say that one's on Yeargain, not Bloom. Didn't seem to miss the target by too much. 5-run cushion here in the 9th inning. 7-2 score. Minder waiting. Here it comes in a 1-2. Way outside. Partially blocked by Yeargain towards the left-hand batter's box. Going with the breaker again, but well off the plate. Minder and batters 6 through 8 in this half inning. Count even. Here it comes. To the backstop again. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. See if Bloom can tie it together in this at-bat. It's gone wild a few times. Still just needs to make one more pitch to get an out here. Count is full. First batter of the top of the 9th. Carl Bloom at the belt. The pitch on the way. Hit down the right field line. Hooking. Is it going to stay fair? No. Just barely kicks foul to the right of the line. And it was one of those who was right up against the foul line where it ended up. So it was easy to pick up that it was a foul ball right out of bed. So Trevor Minder will now jump back into the box as this 3-2 battle continues. Got the heater there. Went with the location of the pitch on the outside nicely. Did Minder stay alive? Battle continues 3-2 in the 9th. Carl Bloom trying to keep a man off the bags early. He's ready. Pitch clock with plenty on it. Here it comes. Breaking ball, strike 3 on the inside corner. Backdoored him. What a nasty slider that was for out number 1. The break on that was funky. I mean, that thing came in from the right-hand batter's box and just V-lined right for the inside corner. That was nasty to get out number 1. Casey Dykstra will now be the hitter. What a nasty pitch. First on the way. Fastball misses the inside. With sink to it at 95. Minder goes down looking. He's now 1 for 4. 1-0 to Dykstra. Casey Dykstra, a base hit, has also been hit by a pitch. Hits one sky high center field. Well hit. Going back, looking up as DeBonville, it's gone. Casey Dykstra extends the hands out nicely there. And that's been the idea from Boise tonight, getting runs on the board. 3rd solo home run tonight. But still a 4-run deficit 7-3 game now. Casey Dykstra goes yard for the 5th time this year in a Boise uniform. Solo bomb number 3 on the night for Boise. 2-hit night now for Dykstra. Has been on base 3 times. He's 3 for 4. Speaking of home runs, Raymond Gill back into the box. First on the way to Gill. Big rip at a fastball on the inside part of the plate. Actually a foul tip, as indicated after the facts noticed. Either way, a strike to Gill was behind the fastball at the belt on the inside. Bloom's 0-1. Another fastball waved at and missed. 0-2. Time after time, these paddlehead pitchers, no matter who it's been on the mound. Tonight, at least, noticing it, just going after fastball heavy to Gill. 0-2, pitch with 1 out. Fastball fought off. And thinking about what Gill squared up his last time in the box in the 7th from Villa, it was a curveball, not the fastball. It beat him with 2 strikes. 0-2, 1 out, base is empty. Missoula a 4-run advantage after the solo home run. Pitch from Bloom sinks below the knees. Changeup, not a bad idea at all. Gill not going after it though. 1-2 count now. Paddlehead's pen is quiet. You wouldn't think anybody would start thinking about getting up until things get really hairy in this inning. Wouldn't imagine Mark Simon would be available tonight either. 1-2 pitches, cut on and missed. Fastball up above the belt. Gill goes after it for the 2nd out of the 9th inning. Hawks are down to their last out as Gill has got a hat trick, striking out 3 times for the 2nd night in a row. Anthony Walters looked to join him. Last out for the Boise Hawks in a 4-run ball game. Only time Walters reached was on a hit by pitch in the 2nd inning. 3rd inning rather. Takes nasty slider, but apparently outside for ball 1. Carl Bloom has looked good with that slider a few times in this inning. Threw it to get an out earlier to Minder. One of the nastier pitches you'll see. 1-0 with 2 outs. Fastball got the call, the inside part of the plate. And you saw an instance where the Hawks ran into one. Dykstra into center field. But for Bloom, you can't let that affect you. You just got to keep on plugging away. Can't let it affect your outing overall. 1-1 with 2 away. Breaking ball right there on the inside corner. Strike 2. Another backdoor breaker. Ball and 2 strikes. And if Bloom can start to build some confidence coming down the stretch, that would be huge for the Paddleheads pen. Him and La Rosa both, if they can find it, be a big aspect to this bullpen. 1-2 with 2 out. Popped up foul. Hawks still have a pulse, trailing by 4 down to their last strike in the 9th. Missoula looking for their 4th win in a row in this series and 7th overall. 7 runs on 9 hits for Missoula, 3 runs on 7 hits for Boise. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Walters. The pitch. Breaking ball, watches it go by inside. Relatively close. Walters takes a bit of a gamble letting one go by. Lineup would flip back up to the top if Walters gets aboard. And it would be with Oyama again. Remember, he was pinch hit for back in the 7th. He went back out there defensively, the designated pinch hit spot. Beg your pardon, that was last inning of the 8th. Crowd trying to help out Bloom in a 2-2. Target in the 9th. The pitch. Swing and a miss, looked like. On the pitch on the outside, and apparently Walters keeps the bat back. Whoa, that looked awfully close. Surprising not to see an appeal there also. How Walters held up, I have no idea. 3-2 with 2 outs. The pitch in the 9th is to the backstop. Fans will have to wait more for the final out as Walters draws the free pass. On the bags for the second time, and it flips the lineup back up to Kenny Oyama. We saw in the 8th inning Oyama's spot come up, and it was Derek Mabin that was called up for him. Mabin in the pinch hit spot drew a walk. Oyama back to the plate. In his 3 at-bats, he had 4 being called back, 2 flyouts and a ground ball out, 0 for 3. Bats here with 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Carl Bloom trying to bring this action to a close. A run in for the Hawks on a solo home run a couple of batters ago. Casey Dykstra striking. Kenny Oyama in the box now. Bloom's delivery up high above the belt. 1 ball and no strikes. Tried to start it off with the heater, maybe a bit of an overthrow. 1-0 to Oyama. Not a big lead away from first. 1-0 is a strike at the belt. 2 outs. Bloom just looking for a couple more here to bring this sucker to a close. Really a solid performance all in all from Missoula tonight. A ball and a strike, 2 outs. Bloom pauses, now throws. Fly ball foul off to the left. And we talked about how Fredo Villa employs that strategy, the pause, and you can see where it's tough. Like even myself up here, sitting, looking at the delay, sitting up here anticipating. All right. Pitch coming now. Now. Right now. Right now. Now it's finally coming. 1-2 is just low. So you get the idea right there. Batter in the box. Wait and wait and wait, and so much of it is timing. That front foot, when a pitch starts to come to the plate, that's off, they can knock off the whole swing. Where a pitch clock can be an advantage for the pitcher. The 2-2 on the way. Fastball, that's it. Strike 3 on the outside. Got Oyama looking, and the Paddleheads have won 7 in a row. Tonight, 2-out thunder, the highlight, and another fabulous outing from Alfredo Villa. Villa gets his win total up to 11 tonight with the victory, as he goes 7 innings strong, allowing just 2 runs. Paddleheads offense with 2 outs does the rest as they find the win column against these Hawks for the 4th time in a row and 7th overall. Paddleheads with the win, 7-3. Successful night all in all for these Paddleheads. We'll wrap it up on the radio side after this.
Tune in to Nuanez Now every Friday to catch up with Carolyn to get a little bit of a different view on sports.
Anyway, so Tom Brady is dating model Irina Shayk.
How does this happen? Is Tom Brady, like, how does he get her number?
I imagine that they were at a wedding. Tom had a sip of champagne, was feeling a little loopy, got wasted, and asked her for her number.
Catch the chick who doesn't know sports on Fridays on Nuanez Now on ESPN Missoula.
Hi, I'm Montana Secretary of State Christy Jacobson. Have you recently moved? Are you signed up for an absentee ballot? Will you be voting in a new district or at a new polling place as a result of redistricting? All of these questions and more can be answered at Montana's one-stop shop for voters. VoteMT.gov. Learn how to register, update your address, find your polling place, track your ballot, and more. Get prepared at VoteMT.gov today. And thanks for voting, Montana.
Missoula County Democrats invite the entire community to the Missoula City Council Candidate Forums. Everyone is invited to learn more about and ask questions of the candidates on the November ballot. Tuesday, August 29th, hear from the City Council candidates running for Wards 1 through 3. Wednesday, August 30th, hear from candidates running for Wards 4 through 6. Both forums will be held on the 4th floor of the Missoula Public Library from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Details at MissoulaDemocrats.org.
ESPN Radio for Western Montana, KKVU HD3 Stevensville, and 102.9 FM on K275BS Missoula. Away from your radio? Stream Paddlehead Baseball live on 1029ESPN.com or on the TuneIn Radio app. Now back to the ballpark.
Another night here at Allegiance Field, Oakland Park, and another night in the win column for the Missoula Paddleheads. As their absolutely crazy 23 season rolls on here in the Garden City. With the win tonight, the Paddleheads move their record to 56-20 on the year. We now won